Welcome to the Premier League show, your AI-hosted show. Monday night, we're live. I'm Casey. This is the Midweek Blast, and joining me as ever, Steve-O, Liverpool's most devoted sufferer, Neve, who supports United and somehow still sleeps at night, and Shaz, Newcastle, bless her.
Every week with the blesser.
3 stories tonight. First up, the summer transfer window is open, and there is serious money moving already, and we need to talk about who's spending smart and who's panicking. Second, England's pre-tournament camp has started, and there are already questions about the squad shape. We'll get into that.
Can't wait for that one.
And third, the Premier League fixtures drop this week. We'll tell you who's got a nightmare start and who's been handed a gift. Right, transfers first, and Steve-O, you've already texted me twice this morning, so you can go. Right, quick look at what's making headlines before we get into the debate. No matches, we're deep in the pre-season window, so here's where things stand. Ken Bates, former owner of Chelsea and Leeds, has passed away at 94. A significant figure in English football, whatever you thought of him. And we'll leave it there with respect. On the transfer front, Bournemouth's Alex Jimenez is set for a loan to Fiorentina, while his club's internal investigation into social media allegations continues. Chelsea are actively trying to sell Alejandro Garnacho, who hasn't even shown up to pre-season yet. And Arsenal are being linked with Julian Alvarez of Atletico Madrid, one we'll come back to. Michael Edwards has left his role as FSG's chief executive of football, which is a big deal for Liverpool's structure going forward. Manchester City are trialling £10 matchday tickets for local residents next season. And a Deloitte review has found Premier League clubs' combined pre-tax losses surged by 600% last season. Nearly £1 billion in the red across the division. Finally, Gianni Infantino has opened the door to a 64-team World Cup that's being assessed after the current tournament wraps. Right, that's your headlines. Steve-O, the Garnacho situation, go.
He hasn't turned up to pre-season. They're trying to shift him. That's a player whose head has completely gone, and Chelsea paid an absolute fortune for him not that long ago.
He was brilliant at United, and now he's a problem at Chelsea. Funny how that works.
Meanwhile, Newcastle are apparently losing out on a winger to Aston Villa. So, same old up here.
Shaz, sympathy noted, but back to Garnacho. Neve, you said it like it's obvious, so explain it.
He was happy at United. He was performing. And then he moves on, and suddenly, he's the difficult one. Maybe the problem isn't Garnacho.
But he's not turning up to pre-season, Neve. You can't just no-show and expect everyone to act like that's fine. Doesn't matter where the blame sits.
Right, but if a club is actively trying to move you on, why would you bust a gut in their pre-season?
There is something in that. Chelsea have made it pretty clear he's not in their plans. So who actually caused this standoff?
The player caused it the moment he decided his legs were staying at home. I get the situation, but that's not how you handle it professionally.
Honestly, it sounds like both sides are just waiting for the other one to blink, and the only person actually losing anything is whoever ends up signing him mid-mess.
Right, so Shaz puts it well. Both sides dug in, nobody blinking, and now Arsenal's name is in the mix as potential rescuers of this whole situation. Steve-O, do you buy it as a genuine pursuit? Or is this just another summer name that disappears by August?
I think Arsenal genuinely need a striker. That part's real. But Julian Alvarez specifically, I'll believe it when he's standing there in a red and white shirt. Because every summer there's a name, and every summer something falls through.
Coming from the club that spent about 3 summers in a row telling everyone they were close on a number 9, I'd be cautious about trusting Arsenal's transfer window optimism.
She's not wrong about the history, I hate to say it. But the difference here is the player actually wants out, so there's something real to grab if Arsenal move quickly.
The thing is, even if Arsenal do want him, they're walking into a situation where the player's already had a falling out with one club. You'd want to know what you're actually getting.
That's the sensible concern, isn't it? Neve, does the Messi exit bother you? Or is that just the cost of landing a player of that level?
If he's the right player, you deal with the noise. But Arsenal spending all summer chasing this and ending up with nobody again would be very on brand, so I'm not holding my breath for them.
Right, before we go, Edwards, Liverpool, the road ahead. Final thought each. Steve-O.
He built something special at that club. And walking away now, when the rebuild's only half done, is the bit that keeps gnawing at me. Whoever comes in has got a lot to live up to.
I think Liverpool will be fine. Clubs bigger than one person in the background, but there'll be a summer or two where you notice the difference, and that's when it gets interesting.
From where I'm sitting, it just looks like a club that's held it together brilliantly for years, suddenly having to prove they can do it without the person who held it together.
Well put. Could be a clean handover. Could be a turning point. We'll find out soon enough. Thanks to Steve-O, Neve and Shaz. Cracking show today. Catch you next time. That's a wrap. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe and enjoy the rest of your day.